It's the end of the day with Ray. Hello, my friends. You know, last year, right at the end of the year, I started that leasing revolution. Let me get my slide up. There it is, folks. Today, I want to talk about a leasing component that I don't believe the dealer owners in the Document Imaging channel are paying attention to. I think your salespeople are well aware of what's going on. Your sales managers are well aware of what's going on. But I'm not real sure the dealer owners realize that your dealership has a huge bag of money waiting for you to open it up and take the money out and put it in your bank. And what I'm talking about, my friends, is I'm talking about all those leases that are in auto renewal. Not only your own customers, but your competitors' customers too. You know those competitors that are in your CRM and the sales reps told you when those leases were going to end? All that information's there. You can data that information and, mine it and go out there and upgrade customers. That's how the industry works, right? Well, you know what, folks? If you're a $10 million dealership, it's not unlikely that there's $2 million worth of leases between your own and your competitors that are at auto renewal. $2 million worth of revenue just ready to get signed. And sooner or later, this pandemic will end. Probably in the spring of this year. And the customers will loosen up a little bit and they'll start re-engaging. They'll start making new commitments. And I fear that the Document Imaging channel is going to squander the best opportunity in its history to finally sell alternative products and solutions and services outside of print. Of course, these customers will want to replace print equipment, but maybe they don't need to. Maybe the equipment they have is working just fine. Remember that video I did a while back and I talked about the manufacturer that went into the city and sold the city 14 machines just like the 14 machines they had, even though those 14 machines had no problems and the city loved them? They did it because they just had to sell some hardware. They had to run back to the office and ring the bell. And ladies and gentlemen, your salespeople and the sales managers are looking at this huge bag of money and they're thinking to themselves, holy smokes, as soon as customers start renewing leases, I'm going to go out there and just sell a whole bunch of oversold A3s. I'm going to go overspec and oversell. I'll sell them the same machine they already have. No big deal. I'm not going to give them any new experience. Or they could start looking at all the potential of those dollars. Can you imagine? Can you imagine a dealership that has a customer that has an $80 or $90 or $100,000 potential? And that customer right now has realized that they don't need to have 5 big A3s. Maybe they only need 2 A4s and a couple of desktop printers. Who knows? But if we don't start having these conversations, folks, your sales teams are going to go out there and bastardize that bag of money. They're going to go do it. They're just waiting. Don't squander this opportunity. The lease renewals in the industry right now are the highest they've ever been. Ask your leasing company, look at your own data. And trust me, folks, if your leases renewals for your own customers are high, guess what? So are your competitors. You need to start thinking about this and thinking about it fast and hard. Dealer owners, I wouldn't allow anybody to upgrade a lease, especially these leases that are in auto renewal, unless it was signed off by somebody that truly understood that customer and that customer's potential outside of just print. I think you should have a diversification team, and that diversification team should be responsible to sell all your diversified products into your customer base. And that team should have access to every single one of these leases. They should know these customers. They should know the amount that's going to be financed and start using their brains along with the brains of the sales teams that sell print and together start coming up with better solutions. Don't squander this great opportunity. This is a chance to differentiate yourself from those dealers that just sold print and never diversified. You can be the one that goes in and educates those customers. Folks, this is a huge opportunity. And I strongly suggest that all dealer owners get involved in this and get involved in it now. Because ladies and gentlemen, we all know this. Status quo is the killer of all that'll be invented. Don't get stuck in status quo, and I'll see you all tomorrow.